For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances and insurance? Then let State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Mabel Smith Sharp handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money. Mabel Smith Sharp can help you put toward a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Looks downfield, got some room in the pocket. Throws it downfield. He's got a man wide open. Sheely catches it to 30. Makes a move to the 25. He's gone to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, what a nice pass by Will Smith. Lobs it out to a wide open Dexter Sheely. He picks it up on about the 34-yard line. Basically shifts by two defenders from Carver Tigers and races down between the stripes into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, Coach, we were talking about that speed as we went to break and how well that Will Smith, he's not blessed with a ton of speed, but he managed the game good. And that there pass to Dexter Sheely, combination of a nice pass and Dexter, what we would call in layman's terms, juking a couple of players and off to the house. And you mentioned determination, and not just from Dexter and Mess and Cameron Russell, but the whole team the other night. They were just, you know, the Carver Tigers, you know, the defending state champions. It didn't seem to bother your guys. They just came in with business as usual.
You know, the situation they come into, they're playing Carver, you know, 5A team, and I think they were ranked third last week. And with the tremendous depth that they have, and then, you know, also in the situation they have, which is a great situation, it's a magnet school. Mm-hmm. They're able to pull a lot of players. And you look at in the Columbus area, if you include Fort Benning and you include Harris County area and the surrounding area, you have a not that they're pulling them from, I don't mean they're pulling them from Harris County, but I'm from that greater area, Columbus area, because I lived there for years, is around 300,000 people. Mm-hmm. So, you know, they do a great job of you know, getting players ready to play, and, you know, you can go through several years of some of the people that they've produced there. So our guys go in there, and we haven't played Carver in a while. We played them a few years ago, but we haven't played them in the last couple of rotations of scheduling. And we go in there, and we go into Memorial Stadium, which is the home stadium for Carver.
That's right.
More or less. And, you know, that great history in that stadium. You know, hats off to the people that are taking care of it. The turf is the best that I have seen it.
Okay, good.
You know, there's been times where it hasn't been good. And there's a lot of games played there, including some college games.
That's right.
But they walk into that, and a couple of them had never been there, and they actually said, one of them said something about, this is kind of like a college stadium.
That's right.
And I told a couple, I said, you know, back in the 50s, Georgia and Auburn played a few games there.
It sure did.
They kind of like that. You know, it was that feeling to it. And so their determination from the get-go was, well, you know, it's the next team on the schedule. And that's what we've been preaching, you know. And there's a couple of them saying to each other, hey, this is the next game on the schedule. We don't care who this is.
That's right.
And, you know, that having that confidence, and if we can continue to carry that over, and I told them, you've just got to believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to believe in yourself every day, you know. And so, you know, that determination, you're talking about Dexter, you know, he makes that, after that catch, he makes that nice little shifty move, and we preach, we want you to have one move and you go. You don't dance, because if you dance, you're just giving the other guys a chance to get there.
That's right.
And then so, you know, it's great. I'm glad you noticed the confidence and the determination that you could just see in body language.
Well, you know, speaking of determination, I'm kind of looking at your notes, and I've kind of taken a liking. You know, I take a liking to all the Troup players and the ones that stick out. You know, Coach Danny Williams told me years ago there's two things that stick out on the football field, and that's a hustler and a loafer. And the fans are going to notice both. And you know, I just got to say hats off to Tremaine Tolbert. He's 3 for 3 in what I call jump ball situations, you know, whether it be Dexter Sheely throwing to him in the corner or Will Smith throwing to him in the corner. He's there. He has been Mr. Consistent. He's going to go get it. He's determined to go up and get it and out-jump anybody if it happens to be. And sometimes that's what you need. You put it in the back of the end zone and say, go get it. Sometimes you put it out there and he didn't break a stride. So he is really, you talked about him in preseason. He has come on as a tremendous receiver. And also kudos to Travis Johnson. He's made a couple of nice catches. He had one call back the other night for a holding penalty, but he laid it out there and was touchdown. And you hate to see things like that happen when you beat yourself. But then he comes back Thursday night and has another nice catch. You had to split him out a little bit, and he hit it in stride and kept on hammering. And you just like to see things like that happen for the team. And speaking of that team, I was talking to Jack and Tony Walls the other night. Is one thing about your Tigers, there doesn't seem to be any selfishness. They're all working as a team. Was talking last Sunday at the church on several of the players around, and that's their focus, is that it's all about the team, and there's no one that I know of that seems to want to kind of beat their own chest. It seems like everybody's working together.
Right. Well, let's go back with Tremaine to start off with. I've mentioned him several times throughout the year here, and here's what happens. With Tremaine's situation, it goes back about a year ago, and Tremaine made a commitment to the coaches, made a commitment to the strength program, and just started doing what you're supposed to do and doing it as hard as you possibly can and working on not just getting stronger, but all the things that are related to strength and conditioning and things that are skill oriented type of things that you need to do to become a good receiver. And his body, his maturity just continued to develop all throughout the year. Played baseball this past year, same work ethic, just all those attributes going over to baseball. And, he's really excited. His confidence is incredibly high, and we're very confident in Tremaine. And he understands his role, and he's starting to see that, hey, this physicality that I have and that what you said, that determination, because the thing that I really love about Tremaine is – you get him in that situation, he is going to go get the ball. He's not waiting for it. He's going to go get the ball. And also, if you don't get it, you break it up.
That's right.
So you're okay. You're okay. You stress the defense, but you're okay.
That's right.
Thursday night, I keep wanting to say Friday night. Thursday night, 5 receptions. 2 receptions for 69 yards, touchdown. And that touchdown was – they're all huge. But it came at an incredibly important time.
And really back-to-back. I mean,
right.
If I'm not mistaken, Will hit him on a little down-and-out route. He picked up about 30 yards, set up in his position. The next one on a little go route to the corner, touchdown Tigers.
Right.
Good play calling.
I think Tremaine has 4 or 5 touchdowns already this season, and big catches. And then you talked about Travis Johnson at tight end. Great catch and 46-yard run.
That's right.
Nice run after catch for a touchdown, and you in that run you can see the determination from him. That there was no one going to catch him on that play, and if they did, I think they're just going to take
drag him in the end zone.
He was going to drag him in there anyhow, just the way he was torquing that grass up. He had kind of a little rooster tail going on.
That's right. Well, we're talking about offensive players right now, and I don't want to discount the offensive line. I'm a former offensive lineman and a linebacker, and of course I love both positions. But man, oh man, what a good offensive line that we've had throughout the last 2 or 3 years. The group is gelled together. They know what each other is going to do, and Will Smith feels really comfortable behind them. And you can tell it when he's got time in the pocket. He is so effective when he's in the pocket. And when he has to run, he's got that ability to make some decisions. If he needs to manage the clock, he throws it out of bounds. Don't put himself in a situation where he's going to throw an interception. Don't want to do that. So he kind of recognizes where he needs to be. But the other night he was so effective coming out of the pocket, and that's really a tribute to the offensive line, manhandling those big D-line that Carver had brought to the table.
Will's very confident in that offensive line, and they're very confident in him. And having that confidence and security allows you to relax is probably not the proper word, but it allows you to be loose and fluid and be able to throw, and that the blocking is going to be there, so you can focus on what you need to do. And, we talk about Tristan Thompson and Mitch Mathis, and we talk about Jason Hernandez. We talk about those guys a lot. They're returning starters and the older guys, seniors, and have had a lot of accolades, thrown upon them over the last couple of years. But, our center, junior Hudson Newton, he played some defense also.
He did.
does a good job on both sides of the ball. Jason sometimes plays some defense occasionally. Tristan also does too occasionally. But Jorge Benitez.
He had a good game the other night.
He has come from if we could sit here for about an hour radio show and talk about where he has come from point A to where he's at right now over the past year.
Right.
And his determination, he is also a guy that's that classic offensive lineman, and I'm real proud of him.
I saw him on a downfield block Thursday night. There we go, Friday night. He was 20 yards down the field, just bulldozing him. And I called him out on the radio. I was like, look at Jorge. He is hammering this guy. That's what you like to see. I think he kind of got jealous the other night at Northgate where Mitch had a couple of pancake blocks, and I said he had a stack of pancakes, and Jorge said, I need some of that action. Hey, speaking of that action, we're gonna turn it over to our sponsors. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show live from the Kia showroom on Eagle Sports. Feed me audio, please. I can hear myself, but I can't hear the audio.
Stay to Key of LaGrange because our lot is packed like.
Well, it went away again.
Below invoice pricing. And let's run the numbers. A 2014 Kia Soul with a list price of $19,318 with the employee discount. You can roll in this Soul for only $13,995 plus tax, tag, title, and dock fees. And it comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Shop online at KiaofLaGrange.com. Act now. Stock number B0059.
Carver Tigers, a big hole across the middle. We're gone. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Troup High School Tigers on another You want to know why we run off tackle? Because we score touchdowns.
Cameron Russell right up the behind Hudson Newton and Mitch Mathis, a 76-yard touchdown right off the guard and tackle hip all the way. Nobody's going to catch him, and we thought Carver had speed. We're surprised that our Troup Tigers are just hammering down the sideline. Good job.
Well, you know, and Coach, we've talked about that speed on offense, and we certainly had it going back and forth, and no, a lot of these guys, we talk about speed on offense, but you know that defense, we've got some speed. I know the down linemen, you know, they played well the other night, and you mentioned Tristan Thompson and Hudson Newton going both ways, and even in the fact that I noticed that you guys noticed that our defense had been on the field a long time, and the offense, we scored quick, so they didn't really stay on the field a long time. So I think Mitch Mathis finally got in and made a first career tackle on defense, if I can remember. So I said I kind of like that. He recognizes his guys need a little bit of rest.
A rare appearance by Mitch Mathis on defense, and but yes, he did, and he jumped in there and was eager to go. He saw that we were. Had kind of a little temporary injury there, needed a fresh guy to be looked at, and needed a fresh guy in there, defensively fresh. You know, of course, he's been playing offense, but and jumped in and did a good job. But you know, on the defensive side of the ball, O.J. Ziegler, okay, coming along. I'm gonna tell you what, and you know that offensive line of Carver. You know, I don't know the complete numbers, but you know they average 300 pounds a player
at least,
at least, and not to, you know, then you add their height and reach and all those things that go to make a good offensive lineman. And so for OJ get in there and battle and have to deal with double teams and everything else that happens down there when you're an interior defensive lineman, I'm real proud of his effort and everything that he's doing and coming along this season. You know, Jonathan Foster's tenacity stood out the other night, making some big plays for us. And Eli Patrick also battling out there. And then Jamal Wilkerson.
That's right.
Jamal Wilkerson coming along. Jamal out there making some big plays on the perimeter, you know, attacking bubble screens and things like that. And there's a couple times he disrupts the play despite being, you know, held terribly.
Thank you. Yes.
And is able to work through that and still disrupt the play and get whether he made the tackle or letting the defense pursuit get there. I'm, you know, very excited about his development, and he's developing very quickly. You know, this great effort by Jamal Wilkerson
And, you know, Jadarius Smith being really a kind of an undersized linebacker,
Sure.
He had several key breakups and tackles. He was in on several plays.
Jadarius, you know, we always talk about him. You know, I call him Hitman or Friendly Fire because he's the type of guy. He's going to come flying in the pile and hit somebody, and it might be you. I mean, he's going to hit somebody, and
that's good.
That's just his nature, and you know, he's a little, as you said, he's a little undersized, you know, from a body weight standpoint, but I mean, he brings it. So real happy with that. And you know, we're a young defense, and if you know some of the players that they may not be so young, but they don't have the experience base. So we are a young defense, and I'm just they battled one of the best offenses in the state the other night, and you know we take a few plays away here and there. And despite the battle and everything that happened, we're still at the situation at the end of the game, go for two, the tie the game. We weren't in a position so we could kick an extra point and then try to come back and win the game at that moment because we needed to go for the tie. The other team did not want to do a tiebreaker because it's non-conference, so we couldn't play overtime. I like overtime. Personally, I think that's just another exciting phase.
Well,
of
and
high
also
school.
it's kind of like the kicking game. Sometimes you need to kick just to prepare you for the future. You never know when you go to overtime. Speaking of overtime, let's go to break. And when we come back, you're listening to Troup High Tiger Football. When we come back, we're going to kind of phase out of the Carver game and move and talk about this huge cross-county rivalry that we've got coming up Friday night at Callaway Stadium. Listen to Saturday Morning Quarterback here live from the Kia showroom on Eagle Sports.
Is Emory Southern Orthopedics Goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, a surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Yeah, of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in LaGrange. Call 706-882-0046.
Hurry in today to Key of LaGrange because our lot is packed like never before. And with a special KMMG employee and family pricing plan, you can take advantage of 15% below invoice pricing. And let's run the numbers. A 2014 Kia Soul with a list price of $19,318. With the employee discount, you can roll in this Soul for only $13,995 plus tax, tag, title, and dock fees. And it comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain T. Shop online at keyoflagrange.com. Act now. Stock number B0059.
Smith goes under center. Takes his time, backs up. Going to pass the ball again. Throws it towards the end zone. He's got a man back there. Going up. Yes! The catch. Touchdown, Tigers!
Huge play, Will Smith to Tremaine Tolbert on a 27-yard pass play, go route, laid out perfectly. You couldn't have asked for a better pass play. Look at you, Tony Walls. Add up, baby.
That was pretty funny. You know, we were just talking about that, Coach, going to the break. But, hey, real quickly before we jump back into football, we want to thank the as we always do, Saturday morning quarterback host here at Kia. Man, they've got tons of souls out here, and for $13,995, you almost can't beat that. That's kind of like a low monthly payment. Well, heck, Coach, you could probably just write a check for it and be done with it, or just pull that cash out of your pocket.
Yeah, I think you got the wrong guy. I think well, you're talking about some other type of coach.
Well, maybe so. Chick-fil-A on the Parkway, we want to thank them each and every Saturday for providing us with tons of mini rolls. It was asked last night, do you have the big biscuits or the mini rolls? And I said, we eat mini rolls. So we appreciate them doing that. And it's always nice to come out here on Saturday morning. This is, I don't know, maybe our 4th or 5th year doing this, and it's kind of fun to come out on Saturday morning and then talk Troup Tiger football. And we've got about a minute left in the broadcast. Let's kind of move into Friday night's contest. Here we are once again.
Let me ask you a quick question real quick.
Yes, sir.
You were talking about Tony Walls was jumping around animated there?
Well,
I wish I could have saw that on the film. I missed that part.
He was down on the sidelines, and we were. He's becoming a Tremaine Tolbert fan. He just likes the way.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, and he was right there in the corner and right in front of him, and I knew that he was happy about that. And we do, and we have I know my son's on the Troup Tiger football team, and he's hardcore Callaway, and his kids went to Callaway, and it's neat. It's a friendly rivalry.
Oh, sure,
we talked about it last night coming back
with Tony.
Yeah, we were coming into Friday night's game. It's like, you just love Lynn Kendall and Pete Wiggins so much, and the programs that both of them are working with and have built up, and the kids, you get to know all the kids, when you call football, and it's like,
right,
man, if they could both win, it would be nice, but hey, it's going to be another hard one Friday
night. Callaway Stadium, Troup High School will be the home team versus Callaway Cavaliers. Callaway High School, the Cavaliers, great football program. Pete Wiggins, head coach. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be motivated. It's going to be a physical, get after it game and it's going to be a great game for the community. Mm-hmm. We're looking forward to all the fans coming out to this game. Yeah. You mentioned Pete Wiggins, myself being friends, and we are, and I'm sure that Pete will be wanting to beat me just as bad as anybody else for 3 hours, and I'll be the same way. But seriously, those guys, tough football team, great football program. Mm-hmm. They battled Harris County last night, and just like we did, and so we're looking forward to coming out and it being a battle there at Callaway Stadium, and we got to get to work, which we already have, to get ready for that team, because they're going to be a lot of challenges, just like every week.
Yeah, that's right. And I commented last night. We broadcast both teams, and we see a lot of the strengths and weaknesses of both teams, and we're excited about Friday night's contest. Both teams have excellent athletes, excellent leadership, and it's good for the community and the county. So Friday night, Callaway Stadium, 7:30. Your Troup Tigers are home team. I'm sure both sides will be filled up, and hopefully both end zones will be filled up. So let's bring it on and have a great cross-county rivalry. Friday night, Callaway Stadium, 7:30. We will see you there. I'm Greg Hicks, your host, along with head coach Lynn Kendall. This is Troup High Tigers, Saturday morning quarterback on
Go
Eagle
Tigers.
Sports.
Thanks for listening to the Troup Tigers Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at eagle1023.com with Greg Hicks and Troup Tigers coach Lynn Kendall.